The big change can be felt by everyone. What if we are looking for the same thing, just in different areas of our life? Welcome. My name is Sybille, and I want to take a look today at the 55th gene key and the shift of the nodes. We are entering the eclipse season, and in short time we have a new moon in Pisces. So we are talking about the shift and the axis between Virgo and Pisces. And I want to take a look at each sign where this shift will happen in your own chart and what that means. In these times of change, often we experience dissolving or something. We experience this as something like chaos. And we have different possibilities to react to it and to work with it. And for me, the first thing we can act on is on our understanding and our knowing about what is happening in our life and what types of things are activated right now. And so the first thing I want to take a look at is the 55th gene key, because it is the container of all of our changes and all of our searching for something. And as Richard Rudd says, that we are all searching for freedom. And it's the freedom of suffering. And whatever you search for, is it for money, for love, for whatever, you search for freedom from suffering. And the one shadow that we have to face in this area of our life is we fear to not exist. We fear to not have a purpose. We fear to not being recognized. And this is the fear that keeps us in the place where we put ourselves in our own prisons. And it is shown by our own need to be validated. And the need to be validated is nothing else than that we need to know that we exist. If someone recognizes us, we have to exist, right? And so there is an addiction in this shadow that spoils into every area of our life. And to see this and how we can solve this problem, because we keep ourselves trapped in all of the wanting to be recognized. We get heavy and we are burdened by the things we hold on to, by the things that we experienced. And we even hold on to our own stories, what we experienced and how we suffered. And there is one thing that we have to understand, is holding on to suffering means that I have a reason to exist. Otherwise, in this area of freedom, I'm not attached to anything. I'm not attached to outcomes. I'm not attached to things. I can just let it go, because it is emptiness. Freedom is emptiness and holding on to nothing. And that is for our ego. I want to call it ego, but it's a little bit difficult, this word. It is terrifying for the ego. Transcendence is terrifying, because if we transcend and if we don't hold on to anything. That's a terrifying idea. And along our path, we are like searching for freedom. But the search is an ego thing. Freedom cannot be found. Freedom finds you. And that's an important thing. If we allow ourselves to let go of attachments and to relax into our fear of dissolving, then freedom can find us. It's what I talked about in Did You Have to Become Something? Freedom is the combination of being and being all of you. What you're supposed to be on this planet, because you had a reason to come here, to be something, to be, and to become something, and that is you. And that's why you came here. But our ego tries to put meaning on everything. And that's what we can work with, right? And so the cat is coming in the right moment to confirm what I'm saying. Stepping into freedom and stepping out of our own victimhood and our own victimization means that we let go of everything. That we allow ourselves to be on this planet and to be what we are supposed to be. To empty us out from all the attachments that we hold on to. The attachments to stories, the attachment to pain, attachment to suffering, attachment to change, to all of these things, right? All of these ideas of how change should happen, and allow ourselves to relax into the chaos that is happening right now. That is a big, big question. Can you do this? And can you allow yourself to step into the not knowing, into the non-attachment, and allow freedom to unveil itself? And so that was my intro, and I want to do a reading for all of these signs, and I will ask a couple of questions and I draw cards on them, and if you want you can skip ahead. I will put timestamps in the description so that you can find your reading quickly. And so yeah, I think that's it, and I thank you so much for being here and for liking and subscribing. That really helps the channel to grow, and I will see you in your reading. Welcome, Libra, to your reading. It's eclipse season and the new moon in Pisces, and it's like the beginning of the end, and there is dissolving of reality, and we are stepping into the chaos and the activation of the new. And so that is happening, the dissolving, and the energy that is moving right now is through the nodes that are in, is like in your 12th house and in your 6th house, in the axis. And so it can be about you creating something real and to make it happen in your day-to-day life, and to let go of the area where you keep yourself through away from things that you really want to do by holding on to patterns, and that can lead into the place where you let go of these patterns. So we'll see whether that's what that means for you, Libra. So we have these cards. We have astrology cards for you. And no, there are too many. That's not true. But this is, and this is. And we have a moon card as well to see what we are dealing with right now in your life. So, and we have the island. We have a masculine energy. And we have the crossroads. So that is, that seems like there is something that is inviting you to be active and to take the next step in the next into the next part of your life, to do something about it. It feels like there is a invitation of doing something. And it's about, this is the third house, it's about communication, and it's about Juno, and this can mean in partnership, this can mean to communicate something that you want to communicate for a long time, and you put yourself in the place where you are an island, where you pulled back and you didn't step up for what you wanted to experience. And this is the invitation to do something else, to do something with this communication, to do something how you want to show up in partnership as well, how you want to show up in day-to-day life, and you have to speak up if you want to get into the next phase of your life, and that is moving forwards. That's moving out of this isolated place, and it's moving forwards into the next place where you want to be in partnership, and that doesn't have to be partnership as partnership. A romantic partnership can be relationships in working places as well. And it's the 5 of chalices and the 5 of lotuses. And this is like the person throwing something into the water. And here it's like the something is like in chaos, and it's moving upstream, and it's a topsy-turvy situation where this boat is flowing like in chaos, right? Feels a little bit like chaos. Something is not working out in your emotional life, and it makes you feel like there's something missing. There is something, and this is something you want to talk about. You want to get into the communication because you stepped out of it. You stepped out of the communication, maybe because you didn't want to rock the boat. Maybe you didn't want the other person to be angry or to react on you, to whatever it did. But it has to change now because it's keeping you in this place of being an island. And then we sit there alone with ourselves, blaming the other person for not seeing what we need. And we blame ourselves for not getting out there and complaining about the reality of our life. And that is what the invitation is in this moment for you, to step out of this island thing about stopping yourself from communicating, from stepping back. That is and it can have different reasons why we don't step into this. Often it is like something like a thing that we experienced where we spoke up and then we got into chaos, and that's what we don't want to experience anymore. But it's needed right now because you want to realize your dreams, and that comes with this waxing crescent moon. The the invitation to have faith in your dreams. So you dream about something that is working out in a communicative way, and that is on an maybe eye-to-eye level, right? And on an equal level, and that is inviting you to have the courage, right? This is Lionheart. And to have the courage to step into this place where you allow yourself to speak up, allow yourself to voice whatever you want to experience in your partnerships, in your relationships of any kind, to step into this courage of facing this old thing, this old belief that if I speak up, I have to suffer something. And this is a story, right? Often we have those stories that told us when we were children and we spoke up and we did something went into chaos. And that is true. I don't mean that this isn't true, but it is the invitation to do something else with it. And this is why I showed you the other one as well, because this person, the Five of Chalices, throws something into the water. It is something else than being in chaos. It is something active. It's allowing this to unfold and even to face the fear that comes with it, even to face the moment when you speak up, to that you expect something to happen. Maybe life will surprise you. Because when you do, and when you face this, and when you step into your own power and your courage to show up and to voice what you want to voice, a pathway will open up that you miss right now and that you don't know where this is leading. But it's the invitation to own your story and to communicate and to stop keeping yourself stuck in this story. And this card is Kairos, so it is like the pathway. It's the horse and the moment, the divine timing, where opportunities show up in divine timing. And you have to stay present. You cannot be this island that pulls away and is there in the own story, kept in the own story. The freedom, it's the horse that brings the freedom of the present moment. It's in the same color as the background. And we cannot see this horse coming when we are not present, because it is so quick. It is just from one second to the other. It is there. We have to be present to grab the mane and jump on it to take the ride. And that's what's inviting you to let go of the old stories that pull you back, keep you stuck in your island, where you deal with your own stories of victimization and keep on going, complaining and blaming other people, instead of owning it and to find out how to deal with your emotions. Because that's the only reason that keeps us away from the present moment in this island, is that we don't have the courage to feel what we want to feel and what we need to feel. We don't want to feel it because we think it's so dangerous to do so. And that is the moment to step into this, and this is the lion heart, right? This is, it's without, we don't have to explain this card that shows up like the lion and the horse connected and having the courage to move forwards and to step into the communication that needs to happen. And then to have faith in your dreams, where you can be in freedom, where you can be in peace, where you can take the next steps, because the next steps will show up in time when you allow this to happen. You can step into the abundance of your own next pathway, because it will show up. And this is the invitation to be in this present moment, to deal with the emotions, to deal with your patterns, to let go of these old patterns. That is the 12th house and the 6th house, and to do something different. That's a beautiful invitation, I guess, Libra. And it's, of course, it's often challenging when we have a story that kept us in this place of isolation, where we thought, oh, this is the best way to deal with other people. This is the best way to not communicate, because we don't want to experience other people. Then we are in this place where we are in, where we have to follow what other people think, right? This groupthink is keeping us in the place where we just allow other people to tell us what to think, because we have to stay with it. We don't allow ourselves to say, no, that's not how I experience this. I experience this way, and I feel about it in this way. And this card is keeping us in this mindset that we have to know what other people want to experience with us, how other people want to communicate with us. But that's what I want to tell you, Libra. You already did a hard work on yourself. You stepped into your own being rooted, and this is the Woodwives, is about this having strong roots, being adaptable, being flexible, but having strong roots in yourself. You are not this person anymore where you have to get back into your island to keep yourself apart. That's not what's happening anymore. You already are in this place where you have the courage to move forwards as you wanted to. You can adapt to the situations, you can, but not by people pleasing, not by groupthink. It's this balance between that you want to find in pleasing people and being with them on the same page, and telling them what you really, really want. And to overcome the fear that it will lead to chaos. Maybe it will. But if it does, you are adaptable. You can deal with chaos. You don't have to be afraid anymore of chaos, because you can deal with it. You already experienced so much chaos that you can step out of this being the victim of other people. And there we have the balance. Beautiful. What a beautiful card to show up in this reading. What a beautiful invitation to step into the love that you are. And to step into the creation and the communication, to start something really new, and to take the leap of faith, to be the fool, and to move forwards with it, and then to shine your light. And that's really, really beautiful, Libra. That is really, really beautiful. We have shine your light in this energy of your emotions. Allow your heart to be seen. You don't have to hide your heart anymore. And be the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands is, for me, showing up in this way, like be the creator and the master of your mind, and be the creator in the same moment, where you create something really, really new. And that is the Queen of Wands. That's the epitome of creation. That is what she comes with this. She knows she is this one. She is the brave heart. She is the one who knows what she wants to create, what she wants to do, and how she wants to secure herself and to work with other people. Because that's what comes with this with this stepping out of this being an island and stepping into the communication with other people, is you allow yourself to create your own security, to create your own abundance. With this heartfelt energy that you bring to the table, you create your own stability because you shine your light. And that is Leo. This is Leo, right? This is heartfelt energy that flows into relationships. You know, whatever you did to keep yourself out of relationships, stop that right now. Because your energy is so needed. Your energy is so wanted. There is someone on the way that wants to meet you, that wants to know you on a deep emotional level. And can you allow yourself to step into this adventure out of your own prison you're holding yourself in? This is, I think this is your card. This is your card, Libra. Passion of the wild red mother. Don't ask the conscious ones about the wine. Behold the glowing effect of it in the eyes of drunks. Here's your invitation to lay aside despair, to put aside doubt in the capacity of the human heart, even your frustration and impatience. It is time to quit whipping yourself and others, no matter how noble the intentions behind the whip may be, and start dancing instead. Here is your big cosmic yes. Libra, that's your cosmic yes for stepping into the emotion, into the communication, into the courage to get into relationships again, to get close, to get intimate, let go of the patterns and allow this to be shown in your day-to-day life, and trust and have faith in your dreams that this is definitely relationship that exists and that wants to find you. So step up and have the courage to be in the present moment, to get into the place where you can seize the moment into the next phase of your life. Thank you so much for being here and for liking and subscribing and for supporting the channel. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you, and I see you soon.